Hello everyone and welcome back to an amazing chess game from 1991 from the Danish Chess Championship, and in this chess game we have Bent Larsen with the white pieces and his opponent is Jens Kristiansen. Both players were from Denmark, so Jens Kristiansen was 3 times Danish chess champion and Bent Larsen was the Danish chess champion. He was the chess champion of Denmark for 6 times. He was quite a dominant chess player. So Bent Larsen was also many times candidates, and so he was one of the chess contenders in his era. But this is from 1991 and he was 56 years old at this time and his opponent was 39 years old. So let's see what happened in this chess game. I couldn't find any pictures of Kristiansen from 1990s. He only has pictures about recent years. So I thought showing his pictures when he was an old man would be inappropriate. So this chess game happened in 1991. So a small note. Let's see what happened in this chess game. Bent Larsen starts the game with pushing. With playing knight to f3, knight to c6, so this is the reti opening, d4, d5, and developing the bishop, bishop to g4, developing the knight, pushing the pawn, and then c3, knight to f6, e3, and mobilizing the army, bishop up, and black castled, capturing the knight and damaging the pawn structure, attacking the weakness by Bent Larsen. Bishop takes on f3, so both players are giving up their bishops. c5 defending the pawn, and then d takes on c5, bishop takes on c5, and castling, bishop goes back, rook over, and then damaging the pawn structure, but this allowed Larsen to use the e-file, pushing the pawn and immediately using the e-file, queen up, defending the b-pawn, rook over, g3, rook to d6, knight to e5, and that's a perfect spot for the knight. c4, queen goes back, g6, and then rook up, queen goes back, and then pushing the h-pawn by Bent Larsen, rook to b6, pushing the pawn, exchanging, and black is targeting the weakness, Larsen is defending, targeting the weakness, and Larsen is also targeting the a-pawn, defending with the queen. Black didn't capture the pawn, black played queen to b7, but let's see what happens if queen takes on c3, then queen takes on a7. And if capturing the rook, then capturing the f-pawn, I believe, doesn't look very good for black, because then capturing the knight, and this is looking pretty promising for white. So let's see what happened in the real game. So black didn't capture the pawn anyway, rook to e3, knight to e4, and it looks like there is pressure on the c-pawn. What would you do? Well, Bent Larsen, he played an incredible move. Well, right off the bat, he sacrificed the exchange. Just like this, rook from e takes on e4, capturing the knight with the rook. What else? Capturing back, and then rook to d7. And black played rook to a6 after thinking hard. So let's see what happens if something like rook to c7, then checking the king. This was the idea. After this is the only move, queen to e8, and black is in serious trouble. So let's see a random move, check, 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 and basically black is getting force checkmated and there is no sensible defense. So interesting, isn't it? After rook to d7, blocking with the rook is very tempting, but then rook up and then checkmating the king. Rook to a6, rook goes back. So far, the 56 years old Bent Larsen is showing some lessons to his opponent. But black is holding his ground, but black played rook to c7, and this move is not the best move. As you can see, this is both attacking the queen and attacking the f-pawn. So defending with the rook, defending is not so easy. Checking the king, king down, the only move. And then h5. Larsen wants to open up the position in the king side. f6. f5 should have been considered. You're going to see why. After f6, what would you do in this position? Larsen Bent Larsen played the best move in this position. He played the winning move. So if I give you 5 seconds, can you guess the next move of Bent Larsen? Starting from now, what would you do in this position? So your time is, your clock is ticking. Okay, so let me show you the move. Did you see Rook to G8? This is the move by Bent Larsen. And Black accepted the sacrifice, capturing the Rook. And then checking the King. King to G7. And then pushing the pawn. King takes on H6. And here comes Knight to G4. King to H5. Well, actually, King to G7 is not going to help Black because of checking the King, only move, and then check mate. So this Rook check was an incredible move by Bent Larsen. King down is also not working because of checking the King with the Knight, and Black is perhaps getting force checkmated. So we have King takes on G8, checking the King, and then checking the King, dragging the King down, flashing out the King, checking the King, and then Knight takes on F6, King to H6, Knight to G4, and Black resigned. Because of this continuation, King to H5 is getting checkmated. What an incredible, breathtaking king hunting by Bent Larsen. Or if King up, then we have check, as I demonstrated before, and then Black is getting checkmated. What a fantastic, amazing checkmate by Bent Larsen. So what do you think about this chess game? This was a fantastic chess game by the 56 years old, close to 60 Bent Larsen against his younger opponent. So Bent Larsen is famous because of his very bad defeat against Bobby Fischer in the candidates. He lost to Fischer 6-0. But that doesn't mean that Bent Larsen was a bad player. He was actually one of the toughest chess players in his era, especially in 1960s, 70s, 80s, even in 1990s. So he was a great chess player from Denmark, a legend in Denmark. But unfortunately, he lost pretty badly to Bobby Fischer. But we all know that Bobby Fischer was simply one of the greatest chess players of all times, or maybe the greatest chess player of all times. So that doesn't take anything away from Bent Larsen, as he was indeed one of the best chess players when he was at his peak as a chess player. So this was just one example. He has many beautiful interactive chess games in the archives. So thank you very much for watching, and okay, I hope to see you next time with more interactive chess games from the history of chess. So stay safe, take care, and bye bye.